What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Courtroom Podcast, DJ's Courtroom Podcast, man. We back with episode 47. We got a lot to talk about dealing with basketball. We're almost at the half of the season. We're almost there on Allstar break. You know we're going to be talking about the All-Stars. We're going to be talking about the All-Star starters and the potential All-Star reserves. And then we're going to talk about who I feel like got snubbed from the All-Star starters, and I feel like that might get snubbed from the All-Star subs. And I'm going to give you my reasoning on why I feel like these people got snubbed. I also want to discuss on Jimmy Butler's suspension, his second suspension. He got suspended again, but it's only for 2 games. And I want to talk about Joel Embid and why he's been out for so long. What is he doing? Like, what's his health progress? And is the 76ers going to keep moving forward with Joel Embid and still trying to win the championship with him being the primary best player? Or they might move on with him and then just build around Tyrese Maxey. Then I also want to talk about Shai Alexander, SGA, his career high, 54 points. I want to just discuss on why I feel like he's the best player in the league right now and why he deserves the MVP. And I want to start off with Joel Embid. Joel Embid and the 76ers. I feel like, I'm going to just keep it straightforward. I feel like they should move on from Joel Embid. Get rid of Joel Embid. Get rid of that contract. Get rid of him. Just get rid of him. I'm not saying get rid of him because of his game. I'm not saying get rid of him because he just puts a distraction on the team. I'm saying get rid of him because he doesn't know how to stay healthy. I know it's harder to stay healthy when you're a big man and when you're tall and got a lot of weight. But what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing with him? I feel like they should build around Tyrese Maxey. I feel like they should trade for Joel Embiid, send him somewhere that he know he could win. Like a win now situation, like a win now on that first year type of situation. And just get something back from him and start building around Tyrese Maxey, because this is wasting your time. It's already been past the process for the 76ers. It's been past that. So I feel like they should move on from Joel Embiid and start building around Tyrese Maxey and start making him the franchise player. Because Joel Embiid doesn't know how to take care of his body. He doesn't know how to lose weight. He doesn't know how to just stay focused on making sure he's healthy enough to play majority of the games for his team to win a championship. Because you have a championship team, especially with Paul George coming in. You had a championship team, but unfortunately, in the beginning of the season, you and Paul George was out for a minute, and that's what made y'all not be in a playoff picture. So just get right, man. Get healthy, and the organization, the 76ers, the organization, make some moves, man, because y'all wasting time at this point. Because soon, if y'all keep wasting time, Tyrese Maxey's not gonna be happy, and I'm pretty sure y'all want that next franchise player. Now, I want to discuss Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, man. Whatever you doing, it might be working, but whatever you're doing, you might need to stop, because getting suspended, getting fined, getting just all this attention with want to get traded and stuff like this. A lot of players do this, and I know a lot of players succeed at this by getting traded. But Jimmy Butler, what are you doing, man? You just getting suspended, just not showing up to work, or you not obeying by the NBA rules or something like that. If I was in the NBA and I wanted to get traded, I wouldn't even do all this stuff. I would still play hard for the team. I would still play my best, because at the end of the day, I'm getting paid to play. I'm getting paid to play the game of basketball. And the game of basketball is something I love. So I would definitely play it the best as my ability. I'm not saying he's not, but all that attitude that he has, all those, whatever he got to say in the media needs to stop. I would just keep it strictly basketball, keep it strictly just on my game, and keep moving forward. But I feel like he should get traded. He definitely should get traded. The Heat should move on from Jimmy Butler, because this is like a form of toxicness This could bring like a negative impact on the Heat, and I feel like they should move on from Jimmy Butler because he is getting older. It is about that time where I feel like he's not going to make it to the finals again with this team, because he made it twice, but he didn't win it, obviously. You know, LeBron beat him, and then Jokic beat him. But it's time to move on. It's time to make some calls to these other teams that want Jimmy Butler, and just, you know, try to build around somebody else. You might want to build around Tyler Hero. You never know. Or you might want another superstar to pair with Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo. You never know. Or you want to trade Jimmy Butler and Bam and try to build around Tyler Hero, or trade Jimmy Butler and Tyler, try to build around Bam. You got to pick between Bam and Tyler. You can't have both. I feel like those contracts is going to be like a lot to deal with. So I feel like they either got to pick either one, or if they just want to risk it all, just pay both of them. But Jimmy Butler, just try to keep your mouth shut. Try to just play the game. And try not to get suspended, man. And just like wait patiently, because they know you want to get traded. They know you want to get traded. So if they know you don't want to be on this team, they're going to make that happen eventually. Because no team is not going to want a player that wants to be traded to stay on the team, especially if the player is like a superstar player. So just be patient, and eventually you're going to get traded, man. And then now I want to talk about SGA's 54-point career high. This man, I just have all high praise for this man. Shai Alexander is balling out this year, man. He was balling out last year, and I feel like he should have got MVP last year. But, you know, Jokic does everything out there on the floor. It's hard to not like give Jokic the MVP, because he puts out points, he puts out rebounds, he puts up assists, blocks, steal. You feel what I'm saying? He does a little bit of everything, and his team is always relevant. His team is always relevant. The team is always winning. But OKC did have the first seed, and Shai was averaging the most points in the NBA. But I feel like he did get snubbed. He should have had that, and I feel like he's going to have this year's MVP. So he could have had back-to-back. But Shai, just keep balling out there, man. Just keep being you, and I just feel like he's capable of getting a ring, especially with this team, because this team is deep. Like on 2K, on NBA 2K25, I hate playing against them. I hate playing against Shai. I hate playing against J-Dub. I hate playing against all of them, because for some reason they all make their shots. Every time they shoot up the ball, they make their shots on their game, and it's the same in real life. So just keep playing ball, man. Congratulations on the 54-point career high. 54 points is hard to get. And not a lot of people got 50 points in league history. Not a lot of people. But I feel like he definitely deserves MVP. He's definitely probably going to get it if they keep playing like this. And God forbid, hopefully he don't get injured, because I don't want to wish no injury on nobody. But if he keeps playing like this, he's definitely going to get that MVP this year, because they got the first seed again, and he's over the numbers he's putting up. And I just feel like they're going to have to give it to him. If they don't give it to him this time, then it got to be politics. It got to be politics, because it's obvious he should be getting it, and he should be getting it back to back right now. But you're gonna get your first MVP, man. Just keep pushing it, man. Just keep playing hard. Just keep playing at your level. Keep playing at your pace. If he keeps playing at his pace, he's always gonna succeed. And then like this team right here, he just matches with this team perfectly. And they don't even have Chet yet. Like Chet is still injured, and they still playing good. They still balling out. So imagine when Chet comes back. And then I also want to talk about, I seen a tweet, and somebody said they should trade Chet for KD. Oh, was it Kendra Perkins? I think it was Kendra Perkins. It was either Kendra Perkins or Charles Barkley. And it was like they should trade Chet for KD, because right now they still balling out without Chet. And KD can play on any team. It don't matter what team it is. If you throw KD in there, he's gonna play. He's gonna do good. And if KD was on that OKC team, if he was on Oklahoma City, oh my God, bro, nobody would be able to stop him. But we know dang well nobody's not going to trade Chet for KD. They're not trading Chet at all. So I don't know why he said that. But now I want to move on to the All-Star selections. For the All-Star starters on the East, we got Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jalen Brunson, and Karl Anthony Towns. Now, I have no say-so on that starting lineup. Jalen Brunson deserved it. Cat deserved it. Jason Tatum deserved it. Donovan Mitchell deserved it. And who was the fifth one? Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, and Giannis. They all 5 of them deserved it. And the West starters, you got LeBron, Steph, KD, Jokic, and you got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You can't argue with those starting lineups either. But you might can say, oh, Anthony Edwards should have started over Steph, because if you look at their stats, Anthony Edwards is like averaging like 25, 26. Steph is averaging like 22. And the Timberwolves is doing better than the Warriors. But I guess it depends on the fan votes, how many fan votes they have, or like, I think that's how it works when the starters play. But still, like, I feel like what they average and what their seeding is, I feel like that should play a part as well when it comes to the starters. You feel what I'm saying? That shows like superstar, like potential superstar, like just a superstar. You feel what I'm saying? But and that's who I feel like probably got snubbed from the starters. But who I feel like got snubbed from being like a reserve, I feel like who is going to get snubbed from being a reserve, I feel like LaMelo probably going to get snubbed. Cade might get snubbed. Who else? It's a couple more people that might get snubbed. I'll probably talk back on the next episode of who I feel like probably going to get snubbed, because most likely the reserves is going to come out by the time the next episode come out. But who I feel like is going to be the reserves on the Western Conference, I feel like it will definitely be Victor Wembanyama. And Victor Wembanyama could have been a starter as well. But the team is, up and down. Victor Wembanyama, Anthony Edwards. I feel like Ja Morant should be reserved. Who else? Ja Morant, Anthony Edwards, Victor, J-Dub. J-Dub been playing good. Jalen Williams, he could be a reserve as well. Devin Booker, would we say Devin Booker, or he hasn't had an All-Star season? Cause I seen on Chuck's, Kenny, and Shaq's reserves, and I did not see no Devin Booker at all. Let me look up who these reserves are for Shaq, Kenny, and Chuck. Okay, they had Victor Wembanyama, Jalen Williams, James Harden, he could be reserved. Kyrie. You got Anthony Davis, Jalen Green. Yeah, Jaren Jackson. Like, those are the players that could be reserves in the Western Conference. And in the East, you got Damian Lillard, Trae Young, LaMelo. I don't know why they got Donovan Mitchell there when he's a starter. Pascal Siakam, Darius Garland, Cade Cunningham. They all had Cade Cunningham on their top list. And that's who I feel like deserved to be a reserve this year. Deserved to be an all-star, period. Cade Cunningham been balling out. The Pistons are doing good on the East. They really stepped up, especially from last year. And Cade Cunningham, I don't know. I feel like he people are putting him over LaMelo, because LaMelo is averaging more points than him, probably more assists. I think they're either more assists or they're the same. And I feel like people are putting Cade over him because his team is doing better. They're both on the same conference, and his team is doing better. Like, LaMelo is doing good individually, but Charlotte Hornets are trash. They're booty cheeks. So I feel like they should be they need to make some adjustments or something like that. The Charlotte Hornets need to make some trades. If they can't make no trades, then LaMelo probably gonna want out. I don't think he's off his rookie contract yet, but the Pistons, keep doing what you're doing, because Cade Cunningham, he's definitely coming. He's definitely gonna get most improved. But those are my All-Star reserves predictions, and of course I told y'all the All-Star starters. But that's it for this episode, y'all. Episode 47. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all comment. Comment who y'all think the reserves is gonna be. Comment who y'all wanted the starters to be, or who y'all feel like got snubbed from the starters position. And I'll see y'all on the next episode. Peace.